What if you could walk into any room and get almost anyone to not just like you, but truly trust you within minutes? There's a powerful psychological framework for that, a method inspired by techniques used by master persuaders and intelligence agents to build rapid rapport, and you're about to learn it. But a word of warning, once you see how this works, you'll start spotting it everywhere, and you'll face a choice. Use this knowledge to build real, lasting connections, or use it to manipulate. The method is a 3-step process I call the empathy loop. It works by tapping into a fundamental human need, the need to feel seen, understood, and safe. Master these 3 steps, and you can create a powerful current of trust. But if you get a step wrong, or your intentions aren't good, you risk doing some serious damage. Step 1. The empathy echo. The first step is what I call the empathy echo. This isn't just about listening. It's about making someone feel profoundly heard. Think about it. Our brains are naturally suspicious of strangers. The empathy echo is how you bypass that initial threat response. It comes down to 2 things: listening to understand, not to reply, and then validating their perspective. First, when someone is talking, your only job is to understand their world. Don't plan your response. Don't look for an angle. Just listen. Second, validate what they're feeling with simple phrases. You don't have to agree with them to validate them. Saying something like, "Wow, I can see how you'd feel that way," or "That sounds like it was incredibly frustrating," signals that you're on their side. It tells their brain that you're an ally, not an adversary. And that's the foundation of all trust. Step 2. The vulnerability bridge. Step 2 is building the vulnerability bridge. Now, most of us try to earn trust by seeming perfect, strong, and competent. But here's the paradox. Research shows the exact opposite is often more effective. Admitting a small, relatable flaw makes you seem more human, more approachable, and far more trustworthy. This doesn't mean you have to share your darkest secrets. It's strategic. It could be as simple as spilling a little coffee on yourself and laughing. "Well, apparently coordination isn't my strong suit today." Or just admitting, I actually have no idea about that. This small act of vulnerability sends a huge signal. It says, "I'm not perfect. I'm not a threat. I'm willing to be real with you." This invites them to be real in return, creating what psychologists call a vulnerability loop that fast-forwards the trust-building process. In a world where everyone tries to look perfect, a little authenticity is magnetic. By the way, if you're getting value out of this and want to build more genuine connections in your life, take a second to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into how we connect. It really does help, and it lets me know you want more videos like this one. Step 3. The Similarity Signal. The third and final step is the Similarity Signal. We are hardwired to trust people who we think are like us. It's an old survival instinct. Manipulators know this and will fake shared interests to create a false bond. But you can and should use this ethically by finding genuine common ground. And let's be clear, this is not about pretending to like something you hate. It's about listening closely to find real, shared experiences, values, or even frustrations. Maybe you both grew up in the same part of the country, love the same obscure movie, or can't stand the same popular song. When you find that connection, mention it. Something as simple as, "No way, you too are a fan of old sci-fi? I thought I was the only one." This creates an instant sense of us. That feeling of a shared identity is one of the most powerful trust catalysts there is. Now, back to that warning I gave you at the start. Each of these steps can be twisted. A manipulator uses the empathy echo not to understand you, but to make you think they do, just so you'll let your guard down. They use a fake vulnerability bridge, telling sob stories not to be authentic, but to make you feel sorry for them and obligated to help. And they don't find genuine common ground. They become a chameleon, mirroring your interests perfectly to create a sense of destiny. all to gain your trust for their own agenda. So how do you protect yourself? You look for one thing: consistency. Does their empathy lead to supportive actions over time? Does their vulnerability feel real, or is it a performance designed to get a reaction? Do their shared interests feel authentic, or a little too perfect? Real trust is always earned through consistent, reliable behavior. So there you have it, the empathy loop. Using an echo of empathy, a bridge of vulnerability, and a signal of similarity is an incredibly potent tool. It can help you connect with people faster and more deeply than you ever imagined. But it's a power that comes with real responsibility. Use it to listen, to be authentic, and to find real connection. And just as importantly, understand it so you can recognize when someone is using these same tools not to build a bridge, but to build a cage. The choice of how you use it is always yours.